Well, we're ready to celebrate the 4th of July, and we're here with Keith Phelps of Inspired Designs by Keith Phelps, and we're going to do a porch today, right?
We are. We're going to do a porch here at the showroom, and we're going to talk about a lot of the different decorations that you can use for your porch for the holiday. Now, even though we're doing it inside, these will all be things and ideas that you can use outside on your porch. When we talk about the colors here, the red, white, and blue colors here at the store, we try to differentiate between the true red, white, and blue and the tea-stained red, white, and blue. And to do that, we call these the Patriotic series. So that's the red, white, and blue. And then this would be what we would call the Americana series. And that's in the tea-stained color. So these are the regular buntings that you can use like doors, windows. One thing that you want to remember if you're using some of this stuff outside to preserve it. Now, not that the rain is going to be hard on it or the wind. The thing that's going to be the hardest on it is the sun.
Okay.
And so what we recommend is this Clear 2X by Rust-Oleum.
Oh, interesting.
It can be used on fabrics, it can be used on metal, even wood. So anything that you're using outside, think about adding a layer of this onto it, and it helps a lot. Just don't use it on glass.
Right. Okay. That's a good tip. Thanks,
Yep.
Keith.
So I think you and I are going to put this ring on the lantern, and
Okay.
then we're going to get started decorating. Believe it or not, candle rings have gotten a ½ inch smaller.
Is that crazy?
All right. So again, it's just like the bag of chips. There's only half full.
Right.
Okay. So it's making it harder and harder to put it on the lanterns when you have them. So when you have a ring like this, you can find where it's put together. You can unwind that, and that's going to make
there you
it
go.
so that you can open it. We're going to clip it right here. And when we do that, we're going to go right around our lantern. And then what we'll do in the back, we're going to pull it together, and we're going to I'm going to have you put one zip tie on. If you can zip that one right
Yep.
there. So now that we have that tightened on there, that's going to stay like that for us. We'll take and clip this off so that we lose the end. And then we just take this piece that we took off of
nice.
We're going to put this back on here and just wind it on just a little bit so that it's going to cover that area where we put the zip tie on. And now our lantern has the ring on it. So all that did now was put it on so that we have our candle ring on our lantern, and it works really nice. All right, so I think now what we're going to do is slide the table over a little bit, and we're going to start putting our decorations up on our porch. Now we're going to drape the window. And for that, we're going to use one of the old long-fashioned buntings. And I think I want to keep it so that the blue stars are on the top.
Nice.
And we're going to do it so that it's not level, so that it's this one's going to be shorter and this one's going to be longer. What I usually do first is just sort of gather it up like this.
Yep.
And then I'm going to have you put that up there over the hook.
Alrighty.
So what we do now is we take and pull the blue stars just a little bit and see if you can get the blue stars going down the back and the red going down the front side. Yes. What we're going to do on each corner to help dress it up a little bit is I have these stars here. If you want to take one of those, and I'm going to take the other one.
Okay.
And we're going to take these and we're going to just tuck those right in on the top right there. So if you want to just take yours and tuck it in too on the top, that just gives us a little bit more of a
Very cute.
4th of July
Yeah,
look
a little
to
finished look too.
Yep.
I like
Now, the next thing we'll do is let's hang a wreath on the window. So we're just going to hang our wreath right on the hook.
Love that.
Again, made of Americana look so that it has a lot of the different staining on it. I think the last thing we want to do here is I'm going to have you hang our lantern on the hook.
All right.
And then I have an old bucket back here that I have a few of the red hops in. And I'm going to hang that right here. I have another hook. Now, probably outside, if you were doing it on your porch outside, this would be a hanging basket.
Right.
You know, I would be using a hanging basket this time of the year. But because we're in here, we're using this to give us that look.
Yeah.
So now we have this side done, and I want to go over and we're going to work on the door a little bit. Okay, I have another one of the buntings, and I am going to do it asymmetrical again, of course.
Nice, yes, yes.
Because we know how much our producer, Martina, loves
Yes,
that,
she
and we are
loves-
doing this just for her. So what I'm going to do is go up here a couple steps, and I'm going to just work it into this garland. This garland is eucalyptus garland, and what I like about this is you can use this any season of the year. So it's a really good foundation garland to have when you're doing your stuff and putting it together. And then we just have some fairy lights wound into that. So now if you want to take that down and just sort of have it open up and have our little bear setting on it then. And then I got a nice little one of our stars to set on his lap. Then I made the wreath for the front door.
Okay.
And this is part of the Americana collection of wreaths that I have here at Inspired
That
Designs.
wreath is gorgeous.
That you can come and get. Makes a really good look.
Keith, this looks so fantastic. It's beautiful.
And remember that this is something that will run through the rest of the summer. We have the 4th of July coming up, and then we have Labor Day, and then we have Veterans Day. And then when you get your stuff out next year, you have Memorial Day and Flag Day. So it is a whole summer long that you can use these red, white, and blue decorations. So I added a few more floral arrangements in here. We added a few more lights. We did the red, the white, and the blue in the fairy light bulbs, and they are just a lot of fun. We are Inspired Designs by Keith Phelps, and we are located at 1 Cedar Green Center. We are part of the Decorating Center here in Mifflinburg, right on Route 45. And we'd love to see you here at the store. We have our shop all set up, and we have a lot of the decorations for the 4th of July holiday here and ready to go.
Thanks again, Keith, and we'd like to wish everyone
Happy 4th of July.